Enter the room. Accept your fate.
Hey guys, TCS here, coming at you with a brand new video. This week, we're showing up with a deck showcase involving or at least my best friend, Carnage25's DarkWorld deck profile. So, his deck involves a lot of just DarkWorld spamming with dangers and just level 8 concoction BS, and is nice. So, we're going to start off in the replays. Or at least we're going to get the replays right after this little segment we have here. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of this new style format in the comments below. So we're going to start the replays. I'm going to go over the deck profile at the end of the video, and then we'll talk a little bit about the deck after this, and then let you go. Alright, off to the replays.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Are you happy now?
You like to play your own game. Cover it up, don't let them know what you're thinking. I bet you never tell them how it feels. I bet you never even try to be real. Cover it up, you like to play your own game. Cover it up, don't let them know what you're thinking. I bet you never tell them how it feels. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real. I bet you never even try to be real.
Alright guys, here we are at the deck profile. I hope you really enjoyed the replays. So, let's start off with monsters and then we'll go into spells, so on and so forth. So we'll start off with 3 Danger Biggerfoot. The big boy himself, nothing really special about him. He discards himself or another monster to either special summon himself. If he discards himself, he pops a card, face a card your opponent controls. 3 Thunderbird does pretty much the same thing as Bigfoot, except pops a face down monster, or sorry, face down card when it's discarded. Then you run 2 Grapha. This was updated to 3 later down the line. Then you runs Grapha is pretty much your inherent recurable boss monster. Whenever he's in the graveyard and you control a DarkWorld, you can just special summon him. Other than that, if he's discarded by a card effect, he can blow up a card on the field that your opponent controls. Other than that, we run 3 Danger Ogopogo, along with the 1 Nessie. Ogopogo is a lovely thing. He sets up, it's another level 8, sets up more DarkWorld plays, and same thing with Nessie is sadly not level 8, but is dark, so has can act as a lore fodder if need be, and it just counts itself as another danger inside your deck. So then we have 2 Silva, Warlord of the DarkWorld. He's a major key part of the Handloop using DarkWorld. I forget what he is, Celery. I call him Celery of the DarkWorld, but it's Cerulli. When he's discarded by a card effect, he can special summon himself from the graveyard. And if it was discarded by your opponent's card effect, your opponent must return 2 cards from their hand to, I believe, the bottom of their deck, in any order. Then, 1 Shadow Beast, just for the draw. 3 Danger Mothman. He is a DarkWorld dealings on legs, which means he'll let you just draw 1 and discard a card, or he'll let you special summon himself for a level 4 body. Then you run 3 Snow Unlight of the DarkWorld. She is legitimately your Rhoda for your entire DarkWorld engine. That is pretty much all she does. Other than that, if she's discarded by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon, I believe, target, let's see. This card is discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect. You can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. That's what it was. You can target. So you get to search, and you get to special summon an opponent's monster from their graveyard to your side of the field, which is even worse. That's some stinky shenanigans right there. 1 Blackwing of the Zephyros, the Elite. He's just a way to recur any of your DarkWorlds or dangers that you need to. Just special summon himself. Also, he's just an easy level 4 body. 3 Chupacabra. This is the monster reborn for dangers. Sadly, all dangers have a hard once per turn secondary effect. Other than that, he's just a level 4 body. Armageddon Knight to set up with either the Shadow Beast or the Zephyros. He just dumps a Dark Monster from your deck to the graveyard. On normal summon, Phantom Skyblaster, he's also a dedicated normal summon. Just easy way to make YuGiOh, or start off with Link Spider plays, or Security Dragon, whatever you need, whatever need be. One Brow, essentially another Shadow Beast, just draws a card when he's discarded. If he's discarded by an opponent's card effect, you draw 2 cards. Then 1 Tsuchinoko and 1 Jackalope. This boy right here is just a body either way, whether he summons himself or when he's discarded by a card effect. Oh, not even by a card effect, just discarded in general. Jackalope, he's also another body, either also special summons himself or another danger from deck if he is also discarded. And Celery is the entire Handloop engine. So Celery, if this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a DarkWorld card, which includes himself, your opponent must discard 1 card, which means you, the player, after giving Celery to your opponent, must discard a card, and it counts as an opponent's card effect. So therefore, it triggers off the secondary effects of all your DarkWorlds that have them. So if you discard Brow, you'll draw 2. If you discard Sova, he'll special summon himself and shuffle, send back 2 of your opponent's cards. Grapha, I believe, special summons 1 from your opponent's hand. And yeah, that's it for monsters. So for spells, we run 3 Allure Darkness, draw 2, banish a dark monster. 1 Danger Response Team, which has some really, really funny interactions with Celery. So if your opponent controls Celery and you have Danger Response Team along with another Danger on your field, you can bounce back their Celery and the Danger to your hand, and then use this. So let's say you have a Mothman and Celery on board. You use this to bounce back both. You'd activate Danger Response Team then in the graveyard to let you discard the Mothman to draw a card. Then whatever your cards, let's say you top deck the Sova, then you use Mothman's effect to draw a card and then discard the Celery. Celery will summon, discard the Sova. Sova will then shuffle 2 cards back. So that is just pretty much how you set this up. Then 3 trade-ins, because you run 10 level 8s, essentially 11 if you include the Nessie. 1 card destruction because it just sets off the entire everything you have. It just goes off. 1 beginning of the end because it's essentially a pot of greed. DarkWorld dealings. It's your searchable Mothman essentially. It gets you that extra Celery hit or another DarkWorld effect if you need to, and then 1 Monster Reborn just for graveyard revival. So for the extra deck, they're on 1 Link Spider for token plays off of the Phantom Skyblaster. Then we're on 1 Security Dragon. He bounces back the Celery that your opponent controls. 1 Akashik can bounce back Celery and another danger you control to continue more plays. Pretty much, you're just using these 2 to loop Celery. Same thing, you can loop Ceruli up to 3 times, I believe. Technically 4 if you include the first time. Then 1 Appaloosa. She's self-explanatory, just a whole bunch of negates. 2 Saryusha. Let you draw 4, put back 3. Pretty much helps with hand stability and resource generation due to Saryusha's second ability, allowing him to special summon. 1 Dugaris, he's just absolutely a beautiful check card for this deck. So he either lets you draw 2 cards and discard 1, which is discard by effect, so you can trigger all of your dangers or all of your DarkWorlds. But you skip your draw phase. Second effect lets you special summon a monster from the graveyard, but you skip your next main phase. Or you can skip your next battle phase to double a monster you control's attack that they currently have. Each of these involves just detaching 2 materials. Then Abyss Dweller just locks out the opponent's graveyard. Dagusto Emerald recovers resources. Sky Prison Xenophon also locks out the opponent's graveyard. Actually, it keeps both players from being able to special summon from the graveyard. And regains 100 attack for each monster in each graveyard, which is kind of dumb. This dude can get pretty big. And other than that, he just kind of is a big wall. That's pretty much what this dude is, just a big booty wall. Then one number 90, he's a monster negate. Dingirsu, non-targeting spot removal. Coach King, Giant Trainer, he's pretty much just another beginning of the end. You detach up to 3 times per turn. You can detach 1 material. Excuse me, and then draw 1 card. Then, one number 38, spell negation, and can protect your Appaloosa if she has very low attack. Then Zombie Stein. He is a negate. You can discard 1 card, detach material from this card, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, and change this dude to defense position, and then negate that card effect. Alright, so off to the side deck. So we have 2 Nibiru, 2 Dragon Buster Sword of Destruction, along with 1 Union Carrier, 1 Lightning Storm, 3 Tactical Talents. So Tactical Talents, because Surly counts as your opponent's monster when it special summons from your graveyard to their side of the field, you can then activate Tactical Talents it just procs it and makes this card actually live. So it's a solid 1-of in the deck if you want to try to main it. But we've decided that it is better sided for now, just to hit that last card out of your opponent's hand, or when you're going second you can steal a card, or whatever it may be. 2 Dark Ruin no more. Easy way just to outright blanket negate everything your opponent set up for a turn. 2 Deck Lockdown. This card prevents both players from searching, and neither player can special summon from the main deck, which that locks out Eldritch, Adamancipator, and even sometimes Burning Abyss if they're running on Block Dragon and they need the search. Then, last but not least, is the side deck traps, which are 2 evenly matched, and TC Boo, which is also 2 of. One's for locking, and the other one's just for massive board removal. Alright guys, so now we're going to go to the end card. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like this deck profile, and see you at the end card. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget, have a good game, and be a scrub. Peace out, guys.